Welcome everyone, this is another intermission of your favorite news channel of Tecnews in this day, February 8, 2018. I'm Julio Castillo and by my side we have Arturo Pacheco Silva.
Hi everyone, it's a pleasure to be here with all of you and thanks to all of you who are watching at this moment.
We also have Flores and Fernanda Meléndez with us today as reporters, and today we're having a very important subject to talk about. Arturo, can you tell us what is it?
We will present a report about a very important event, referring to the electoral process that is taking place here in Mexico. Of course, we are talking about the upcoming presidential elections for the new presidential period.
We'll mention the diverse candidates that are competing against each other in order to win the elections.
But for now, stay tuned while we present this subject.
This is Tecnews. And first things first, if you don't know anything about the diverse political parties participating in these elections, don't worry because we will present them in these moments. Arturo, please tell us which are the most important political parties.
Okay, the most important political parties in Mexico are the Institutional Revolutionary Party, that wants to ensure without hesitation the social justice and increase the economy, National Action Party, PAN, that his main idea is to implement professional policies, raise the constitutional level of professionalism and human sense. And finally, the Democratic Revolution Party, PRD, that believe it's time to build a new philosophy based on the ethics of honesty, truth, cooperativeness, justice, freedom, and democracy.
Now we know more about these political parties, but what about the candidates that are running for the elections, along with the political coalitions that they belong to?
Well, for PRI-PBEM and Nueva Alianza, Todos por México, we have José Antonio Meade Curibreña. His main idea is, in general terms, is to fight corruption mainly inside the Mexican government. Next, for the PAN, PRD, and Movimiento Ciudadano, por México al Frente, we have Ricardo Naya, and his main idea is to support the balanced economy of Mexico. And finally, Andrés Manuel López Obrador for PRD, PT, and Encuentro Social. Juntos haremos historia. His main idea is to improve the economy and help people with low resources.
And then we have the independent candidates that are Margarita Zavala, and she wants more equality of gender for women. El Bronco, that cares about changing Mexico by the support of the people and change their attitude. And Marichui, which is an anti-capitalist and she supports indigenous people's rights. Pedro Ferriz, that wants to improve the education of the country. Eduardo Campindeiro and his proposals are closely linked to a strict sense of citizenship. And finally, Armando Rios Peter, that wants to prepare young people for the future.
Next, we have our two fellow reporters, Carolina Flores and Fernanda Meléndez, to tell us about some data that we gathered from other sources.
Thanks, Julio and Arturo. I'm Carolina Flores, and by my side we have Fernanda Meléndez.
Hi everyone, and today we show you some relevant information related to these candidates. For this, we tracked them down for almost 8 days and searching for their names in social media, newspaper, local and by internet.
Well, show what we found. In online national news, throughout all this project, we find out that Meade is more popular in this specific area, being mentioned more than the rest of the candidates. In El Universal, Mexico's New Dailies, The Guardian, El País, and Excelsior.
And in online international news, for international news, we found that the most popular candidate is Andrés Manuel López Obrador in sources like Boomerang, Reuters, and Washington Post.
On social media, as we conclude for our research from social medias, we also observed that Meade and Andrés Manuel López Obrador are equally popular in sites like Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
And printed local newspaper, we found that the most popular and mentioned candidate in the newspaper headlines is Andrés Manuel López Obrador in newspapers like Milenio, El Sol de Tampico, and La Razón. The independent candidates most mentioned is El Bronco with 44 news, and in the second place we have Zavala with 43 news, and in the third place we have Ferriz with 36 news.
And in fourth place we have Marichui with 27 news. In fifth place we have Peter with 70 news, and in last place we have Julio Carpintero with 5 news.
Thanks for your support, Carolina, Fernanda. Very accurate information regarding these candidates. And last but not least, we will present what you have been waiting for. According to all the data we gathered, and by investigation of each candidate, we came with a very old candidate that, according to our predictions, will win the election. Without further ado, Julio.
And the candidate that is most likely to win, according to all what we have investigated and discussed, would be Andrés Manuel López Obrador. The people who are voting for him have different reasons, and we will explain them based in the 4 patterns of voting. And first of all, we will begin with voto duro. Andrés Manuel López Obrador has been participating in elections since more than 2 presidential periods for almost 18 years. And through that time, he has won many people to get to vote for him. Apart from that, many people just vote for the political party because of tradition. So they keep voting for this candidate or those who are loyal to this campaign. And we also have voto útil, useful vote. We believe that the useful vote is also one of the most important factors because the people are tired of being governed by the PRI and not seeing changes, taking as main option López Obrador.
Then we have Bien Social. We think that all the publicity that AMLO had made him being relevant his proposals, and people aren't voting for the PRI because people want changes and they trust in some way to AMLO. And Poder del Caudillo, we think that this is the second vote in which Andrés Manuel López Obrador gained more people because of his peculiar way to talk to people with such sympathy when he gives a speech in front of the public. He appears to be trustful, a person in which society can trust him, and making them believe that he will keep the promise to me. Of course, these are just our predictions, but the real deal will come in the next few months when they will really show what they are capable to do.
And thanks you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time, another time here. It was a pleasure for the 4 of us.
This is
Tecnews.